Hello, this is Scott Todnam, and you're listening to the Life is the Future podcast, a podcast for health education, middle school, and life in general. This is a very special episode where we revisit the past. Our season 1 hosts, Luke and Tadiwa, are coming back to do a reaction video to one of their very first episodes they recorded as 8th graders. We're very fortunate that they're both still here in the area, and as they're graduating high school right now, they're going to look back to 2018 and 2019 when they hosted all of our episodes for season 1 of the Life is the Future podcast. We're going to let them press play and then in real time listen as they react and have a reflection of the last 4 years combined. Any extra thoughts? How does their senior year version of themselves differ from 8th grade? What was exactly spot on from 8th grade? And any other thoughts that come up. This is just a cool opportunity that we have, and we're going to try and do this every single school year. Invite previous hosts back to say hello and give us any extra insight on life. So without further ado, here's Luke and Tadiwa, the senior year versions of Luke and Tadiwa, reacting to their 8th grade selves. Enjoy.
So it's Luke and Tadiwa here. We're back. We were the first hosts back in 2018 and 19.
The original host. Was that 2018, 2019?
Yeah, so it says right here, 2018, 2019. So yeah, we're seniors now. I go to Nequa.
I go to Naperville North.
So yeah, we're back. We're going to be watching one of our favorite episodes. Our first one alone.
Our first actual episode, yeah. Where we interviewed Armani and Amina, who still know both of them pretty well. Amina, she moved to Chicago, so she goes to Lane Tech, I believe, and then Mani ended up moving to Oswego, but we still keep in touch with them. We still know them pretty well, so it'll definitely be interesting to hear not only what we have to say, but also what they have to say. So yeah, we're just gonna go unfiltered off the cup.
Put on the record, I do not remember this episode.
I don't remember this episode either, so it's definitely gonna be interesting. I guess you can roll it.
All right.
Okay, we're on. Hey, this is Scott Todnam, and you're listening to the Life is the Future podcast, a podcast for health education, middle school, and life in general.
Hello, this is the Life is the Future podcast. I'm Luke. I'm joined here by
Tadiwa, and we have our first guest,
Armani.
If you like when this happened, people like that. Obviously, y'all didn't know, but when we did this interview, Armani and Amina were in the midst of like a beef. Like they were kind of going at it. I forgot exactly what it was about, but they weren't very fond of each other at the time. So that was part of
why we chose
we picked both of them. Yeah, but Mani off the cup, you could definitely tell he's not very.
He's trying to attack. He's on go.
Yeah.
And then they're two like strong personalities too, so that was kind of like why we picked them. So,
would you like to say anything about yourself?
I play basketball for Scotland. Well, not yet. Hopefully, I'll make the team. Hopefully, I make the team. And I'm really here to be here with my dear friends Luke and Tadiwa, and I'm trying to support them on their way to success.
He didn't even say Amina.
Our next guest.
Also, I'm here with Amina. Amina, she's.
What's up? It's your girl, Play the A. Back at it.
Would you like to say anything about yourself?
I play volleyball. I'm not that good, but like.
Here we go.
I play volleyball.
Amina was pulling that because Amina actually was pretty good at volleyball for her. So for her to sit there and just say that, it's typical. It was typical.
And you could kind of see the here we go. So we're on 10.
Yeah.
Of a middle school girl,
and she's the best player at the school, by the way. But anywho, let's go.
Well, I'm not that syndrome of a girl. First, we'll start with Amina. Amina, do you think there's like any like disadvantages or advantages in being a girl at Scullin or even in the district or?
Yeah, because, no, I don't know.
Are we starting with advantages or disadvantages?
Advantages, I guess, because like I feel like girls like have more, not more like power, but like they're more paid attention to than like some of the guys. Like if you could go to a different school, then like most of the girls instead of like the guys. That's just like being a girl. But like as a guy, I wouldn't know. So.
And not to put you on the spot, would you say that that attractiveness matters more for a girl than it does to a guy?
No, I don't. I don't think so. Because I feel like a girl pays attention to a guy is the same that a guy would pay attention to a girl.
I would respectfully disagree.
I feel like that's a bad take.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a bad take. There goes the bell. I feel like that's a bad take just because, at least from what I know now, I would definitely say, as a female, it matters more how you look as a girl. Definitely.
Yeah, for me, I'll say a guy, especially I think as we've grown older, a guy can get away. I feel like
can get away more with not being attractive.
Yeah. I feel like girls. I think girls are look more at the personality or the vibe.
Yeah, girls will look more at not just personality and vibe, but like stuff that you can't necessarily see physically on somebody. Though, like I feel like they care more about like popularity, etc. There's a lot more that plays into it the way girls think, in my opinion. But I would say, a lot of guys. I'm not gonna say everybody because obviously there are exceptions to every rule, but a lot of guys are kind of shallow. They look for just looks. So I think Amina missed on that one a little bit. I'm interested to hear what Monty kind of has to say about it, though.
Yeah.
True, Amina.
Is this the face?
The attraction part is off. Girls can't find nothing really. Like, girls make up this quote-unquote lie about personality when we all know that they look at looks a lot more than look at personality because
guys don't do that.
We do a lot.
You do, exactly.
We look at everything, and it may be wrong, may be right, but we're boys and hormones and all that other stuff. When you
That's
put
the same
together,
with girls, though.
right? But girls can't look at a guy and be like, oh, his stomach is so what? No, they look at.
Talking about stomach.
Yeah, we're not talking about
I don't know what Monty was talking about.
Anyways, so how would you perceive girls in the district or even at Scullin?
Through social media.
Through social media? Dramatic.
They're different people over social media. 100%.
No, let's talk about in person first. Then
In person? Girls gonna do what girls do around girls, but they won't do the same thing they do around girls around girls.
Well, I would say the same thing respectively about guys. Do you think guys act the same way around girls?
It depends on the guy.
The first thing I thought of, I'm a name drop. First thing I thought of when I heard that was Charlie. First thing I thought of when I heard that was Charlie. Nah, I feel like when you're looking at like the way guys and girls act around guys and girls, I think Monty was kind of spot on with that one, just because I feel like when the audience changes, the actor changes to a certain extent. I feel like when guys are around other guys, they're obviously not going to be the same as when they're around other girls, and I feel like that's not only to look better to the girls, but also just to make everybody comfortable.
Yeah, I feel like for girls, I've struggled to see it as a guy, like how girls, but like there are definitely girls out there that like act like this nice, sweet, like guy's girl to like a bunch of guys, like like I can be in like a guy friend group, but to girls they act like a complete jerk, complete different like girl. And the same for guys, like I have a friend, like he name dropped him, like he's not gonna care, but like we have a friend that sometimes
Charlie went here. Charlie went to school with us at Scullin too. We're still friends with him.
Yeah, sometimes he acts a little bit over the top.
He'll act out when the girls
come around. So I agree with that take. It was a good take.
Would you say you act the same way around girls that you do around guys?
Yeah.
Depends on the girl.
What?
If you give me a girl that I'm super close with and I can communicate in a way that I can communicate with you two guys, yeah, like Layla.
Okay, so there's stuff that you normally wouldn't say around other girls and other people that you feel.
Yeah, like the conversation we had earlier that I can't say on the mic right now. I wouldn't dare say that around the girls because either they're gonna get jealous, they're gonna get mad at me for stating my opinion, and people don't like to hear the truth. The truth hurts. So yeah.
But that's just like the
Monty was
thing,
wise.
too. Like if I like walked up to somebody random in the hallway, I wouldn't tell them my life story. I would tell that to like one of my close friends, like no matter if they're a guy or a girl.
Me by the way.
But does I couldn't hear what you uttered, but does that have anything to do with
He said Luke Petaway, didn't
sex
he?
or gender? Like, does that matter?
No,
Yeah,
I don't think so at all. Because like if I talk to a guy and a girl, like I can get like both their opinions, and if like they could be like the same, no matter if they're a guy or a girl.
Excuse me, Luke. Will you please further go into the sex comment?
The sex, no, gender.
Gender.
Oh my God. Okay. Anyway, so how would you?
One thing about Monty is Monty's gonna reach. Monty's gonna reach for things that aren't there. And that's I guess that's another example.
Example of him reaching. Yeah.
It's pretty funny, but
no. Also, I wanted to say, I think it was a good take to an extent. Like, you can act like the way you want to act around boy or girl, but I feel like I've had like a best friend that's a girl since freshman year, and I tell her majority of the same stuff I'll tell like Luke or Monty or even like my other friends that didn't go to school and that I've become close with too.
But I feel like it's a different conversation.
It's a different conversation. There's sometimes, we restrict it, or sometimes, you just can't really say what you want to say.
Yeah, I feel like I definitely have a couple female friends that I can think of easily that I'd be comfortable telling them the exact same thing that I tell my guy friends. It's a different conversation, obviously, because it's a different...
You have to address it in a different way.
It's a different person,
yeah.
It's a different person.
Yeah.
So my question is, do you guys think it's harder to be a boy or a girl on social media?
Girl.
On social media?
In middle school, as a middle school.
A girl.
A guy.
A girl.
A guy can say one thing on social media and it can get blown out of proportion the wrong way.
A girl could do one thing on social media.
Okay,
and
I will put it this way.
names.
I will put it this way. Do you ever worry about someone stalking your Instagram?
Nah,
No.
because I don't post stuff on my Instagram.
Okay, but do you think I worry about people stalking my Instagram?
And he has...
Yeah, you're a model, remember?
I could be a model.
Yeah.
That's a different topic. All right,
So people gonna stalk your
do you
Instagram.
think I worry about girls stalking my Instagram?
Nah, because you want them all over.
Do you think I worry? Do you think I worry about older women stalking my social media?
It could be older men too, though.
No.
It could be. It could indeed be.
Okay, but do you think I worry about older people stalking my social media?
I mean, that's...
Okay, do you think girls worry about that?
I just want to say, looking back on it, I think this was a very good take for me. I'm not trying to like take a victory lap or toot my horn, but I think social media for girls is extremely harder, and not only is it extremely harder, it's extremely more important.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess this can go out to all the people that are kind of in middle school, just as like a heads up for high school. I'm gonna be completely honest because this is just me being real. Social media, in the grand scheme of things, in reality, it really means nothing. But the perception of it is a big deal. And I would say that for girls, your social media is going to carry a lot more weight than what it will for a guy. Because I know guys who have 1 or 0 posts on social media, and that's perfectly fine and that's perfectly normal. But like, girls, I mean, like it's almost like you're expected to post, which is weird. And I wouldn't say it's something that is a good thing, but it's the truth.
Yeah. For me, I agree with Luke. I feel like social media even matters even more than from this.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yes.
From this
more.
podcast. Yeah.
Even more, because it could just like, because there's a group of people that view you personally, that know you, and there's that pool of people that'll view you and judge you. But then you have, in today's age, you have thousands of other people who are going to judge you strictly off social media. So although it's not literally in real life important, it is so important how you carry yourself over social media.
Yeah, because for me, I'm not even gonna lie, like if I see a girl on social media and she has 0 posts, I'm like, I'm just gonna automatically
we're gonna take it as a certain way.
Yeah,
honestly, it's just gonna be taken as a certain way. Either we're gonna assume that there's a lack of confidence, or we're gonna assume that
something's going on. Yeah, I don't know, something's going on.
Pretty. And that could be as far from the truth as like the star, as the sun is from Pluto. But like, it's just, when you see those type of things, people are going to judge whether it's wrong or right. And even people who try not to, like I try my best not to, try to always take social media with a grain of salt. But even I fall victim to looking at social media and taking it more seriously than I probably should. So that's just something that I would say for middle school. If you think social media matters now, in high school, sadly, or maybe if you're a social media star, maybe not sadly, it'll matter a lot more.
Yeah, 100%.
Some girls want the clout. Ever heard of Summer Rae?
That's a model. That's a model, though.
So
but do you think, okay,
we're talking about as a middle schooler. Because Summer Rae, she's in her 20s. We're talking about right now, right here, a 13 or 14-year-old girl.
I'm asking a general question. Who do you think worries more about someone stalking their Instagram? Me or Mina?
Females.
Okay. So do you think that makes it harder for them?
No.
You don't think?
I don't see a 50-year-old man looking at teenagers like that. And plus, how would you know?
Have you heard?
Like, based on the new Instagram update, I don't know why they did it. Based on the new.
But that still happens. Have you gone on YouTube? Like, they do so many experiments
I started watching YouTube when Jake Paul made that diss track on Right.
No, but I'm just like saying that does like add
Monty always had them
like,
takes,
some people
man.
worry about that. Like some people just like genuinely don't care.
What is there wrong? What is the big issue with being a guy? If you're a guy on social media and you do the right thing, what bad can happen?
Because you can say the wrong thing.
No, but that's doing the wrong thing. I'm speaking of if you do the perfect thing. Girls can do the exact right thing on social media, and they have to.
Let me give you an example. Like girls, like if they like, let's say, take a picture like wearing something quote unquote revealing, they're gonna get a lot of backlash. But if we like took a shirtless picture at the pool or something,
hot.
Yeah, you know I put stuff on other people's story with my shirt.
I would like to say, as 18-year-olds, I don't like that take. I think it doesn't really matter no more. I think girls, as like going into college, I don't think anyone really cares what girls like posting. I think it's becoming more acceptable.
I mean,
girls.
yeah, you're gonna have people that are gonna judge, obviously.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think the older you get, I feel like the more comfortable you can be with being yourself.
Yeah.
Especially, in middle school, it's just the freedom isn't really there.
Yeah.
Which it shouldn't be. So I don't think that is an issue. Sorry, that it isn't there. But as you get into high school, at least towards the end of high school for me, I think definitely being yourself is more accepted, which I think is a great thing. So I mean, if that's something, freedom, definitely takes a toll up, but also like judgment, I feel like does drop down a little bit. So if that's something that as a middle schooler you're looking forward to, I would be excited about it because it's there.
Yeah.
Off showing my abs, people stood up and say, "Oh, that boy got abs. He's good."
Yeah, but, like,
exactly
girls
This way.
different.
Like, if a girl,
they're gonna be called
wrong.
They'll be like, "Oh, you're
But when the girl
sexy?
put- when I-
No.
on here." Like they'll be like, "Oh, you're a hoe." Like, or they'll say,
But wait.
they're like different stuff. Tell me that has never happened before.
No, it happened, but
Exactly.
That's the only word.
Look at who-
That's never been
Look
posted
at-
on a guy's thing. Like, oh
look
my
at
gosh,
who-
you look like a hoe because you have your shirt off.
I've been.
If a girl-
that happened to me before.
If a
That's
girl's
Armani.
wearing shorts and like a crop top, they'll be like, "Oh, you're a hoe because you wear that."
Based on background.
Have you ever worn an outfit and got the words "you're a hoe"
Yes.
said to you?
No,
Okay,
jokingly.
even
Monty was capping.
Monty was Kevin.
Monty was
Monty
Kevin.
for sure was
There's just
Kevin.
no- like, I
Monty
don't-
for sure was Kevin. As a guy, I'll be honest. As a guy, I don't know what you could put on to where someone would classify you as as a hoe.
I don't think that's possible.
Yeah, I don't think that there's a possible
Well, like-
outfit where that could happen.
Yeah. And like we're saying, for girls, that other girls are not going to be as judgy. I feel like in high school, I've never seen, I've seen, not in a disrespectful way, I've seen, at my time at Equa, people wear more, revealing outfits or more outfits that they feel like they can't embrace themselves, and people just walk past like it's nothing. So yeah, I feel like it's also just a new age too. I guess it's been 5 years since, and we've also grown. So you're able to wear what you want to wear, and I feel like people are less judgmental over it, which is a good thing. So
Absolutely.
yeah, that's crazy. I heard Amino's wearing a shorts and a crop top. You get called a hoe. That's just it's a big leap from where we are now. So.
at school, think about
in a
it.
serious manner.
Think about it at school.
Exactly.
Even at school, majority of dress codes. I'll say 95%
All
of
of them.
Girls.
100%.
100% of dress codes. So
Because
that's
I've never in my life, even for the, even
Not
for the,
that, don't say that word.
I'm not, even for the people that want the quote unquote feminine people that presume as wanting to be a girl, which I find nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying I've never seen anybody that's
Male.
male
Be dress coded.
get dress coded. I've never seen it, never heard of it.
Perfectly agree.
Exactly, because
Yeah.
girls are discriminated over that. Like, a girl could be wearing short shorts
But
that
that's the
aren't
difference.
fingertip length, and they're like, "Oh, you're a hoe."
But
Why
that's
do you
the
have?
There's no. Do you have a dress code at school?
I would assume so.
There's no dress
but
code.
it hasn't. It doesn't.
Yeah, I don't see people get dress
It
code.
doesn't come into play. Yeah, and
It's actually funny. The only incident with dress coding was actually I had an incident with dress coding. I wore a hat that said Bud Light. So I don't know. From what I've seen, which is actually really funny from this podcast, my time at Nico, the only people that got pulled for wearing the wrong stuff at Nico has been kids who wear beer and stuff, and which are actually boys, but girls don't get dress coded anymore.
yeah, I don't think that really happens a lot anymore. I'm sure that there obviously is still a dress code, but I'm sure just people being more realistic with themselves on what is and isn't appropriate and not trying to be super strict, I think definitely loosened up what both guys and girls can wear. So, yeah.
Girls.
Why are your shorts so short? Like, you look so
But is that an issue for a guy?
That's not an issue.
That's our own issue.
Tell me one guy that's not.
But if you find that revealing, that's your problem.
But it's the school. It's the school board. We can't fight that. That's not my.
That's
could
just
fight
like in
it.
society in general.
But I mean,
But it's on.
I'm not trying to get kicked out of the IPSD, so y'all go do that. I'll stay over here chilling.
True. But it's a rule because of how men think, how boys think.
How boys think, how men think.
If boys didn't think that way, we wouldn't have that rule.
No.
It's also in my opinion,
So you telling
sometimes
me
reflected off of teachers too. Like, a teacher won't.
You telling me if a girl came to if you were the principal of Scullin right now and a girl and no guys were even this is an all girls school, you're telling me a girl can come in with a crop top and you won't even care?
No.
Yes, you would.
It's all for the teachers too. Like, one
Because
teacher would dress code for that, but another teacher wouldn't because they said.
Okay, I'm gonna be.
What if somebody came to school for us?
I'm gonna be 100% real. I'm gonna be 100% real. I've seen Amina at a pool. I've seen Amina's belly button.
I've seen her too.
Okay, so
you
I
have
can't
a really
see
nice
Amina's.
app. Give me some.
Okay, no, we don't.
Okay,
but I'm not posting about it because I
can't
genuinely
see.
don't care.
So I can't see. So me, I'm distracted by the school's making it for something that I'm
because you see my shoulder and you're
by
distracted.
Amina's shoulder and by Amina's belly button. Do you think that's fair?
That's between you, Miss Mitchell, and the school board. That.
Quick shout out to Miss Mitchell, man. But yeah, I think this still remains true today. You know, I think not even taking away from the idea of just a dress code, but the perception of stuff that goes on outside of school versus stuff that goes on inside of school. And to be fair, to kind of correct kind of what I was saying back then, I do still sort of agree with myself, but I feel like there's a place for things that take place in school and a time for things to take place out of school. So although, like I kind of said, like I was making the analogy, like I've seen Amina at a pool, I've seen Amina's belly button before. So if she wears a crop top and her belly button shows, it shouldn't be an issue. In a sense, I still agree with that, but also I do agree that there is a time and a place for things to take place inside of school, right? And a time and a place for things to take place outside of school. So if I could correct myself, looking back on it now, I definitely still agree with my overall opinion, but you know, I kind of think the analogy is a little flawed. So
yeah.
Nothing to do with
Would you think that's fair? If you were part of the school board, would you make the rule saying, let's say guys wore shorts? Let's say, so normally, like, I wouldn't say normally, but a lot of girls at the school wear short shorts, and that's like their norm at outside of school and in school. And for guys, it's like down to your knees. What if we told you, when you're at school, you have to wear long pants?
I'm okay with that.
Same thing with
I wear it
girls.
every day.
You would be mad because you wouldn't be able to wear what you normally
I'm a
would
jeans
outside
guy.
of school.
Let's look
Ronnie
at
is a
people like
jeans guy.
Willie or like Noah, those type of people who wear basketball shorts.
Yeah.
Every single day. What if they were told they couldn't wear that? They wear that outside of school, inside of school. They would be mad.
I'm stereotypes.
I'm gonna be real. You know the difference of a girl showing up to a party and a girl showing up to school. Are you sexually attracted to a girl strongly because of their outfit at a party?
Okay, are we talking about gender again? Or are we talking about actually
Female girls.
Okay.
Their outfit, does that make you attracted to them just because of their outfit?
Yeah. Are you telling me if a girl...
I'll be real.
That was a good take.
It's a great take for Body. I tried to box him in, but it's a good take. It's a good take. And not even just because the outfit is revealing. I'll just say, just in general, style is attractive. I think that goes both ways for guys and girls. I think guys and girls should both note that how you dress does matter. How you dress will make you more or less attractive. Me and Tadiwa, I remember, were looking at pictures of how we used to dress in middle school, and we were laughing like, dude, like, how do we dress like that? I think how you dress definitely matters. So,
and I think even like the way, for me, I mean, the way I see like what's an attractive outfit from a girl from then to now, I think it's changed too. Like, I think we even had conversations like this on the phone like not so long ago. I think we were talking like sometimes like I think back then like how they keep talking like crop tops and shorts. That's probably what like
it was like the crop tops and the Lululemon leggings, and the crop tops and the shorts. But I feel like you like as to the one of the most attractive things if a girl can really like actually dress. Wear something that I don't see everybody else wearing.
Like a nice little chrome heart hoodie.
Yeah, like a nice outfit. Like
some Jordans. I don't know. I wouldn't mind.
And I feel like the same thing goes for guys. Like when I'm putting something together, you know, I'm trying to put together an outfit that makes me look more attractive, you know. So I definitely agree with what Monty's saying here. I definitely disagree with myself once again, but you know, people change.
Baddest, most outstanding girls walk down this hallway and you don't know who they were, and you telling me you wouldn't be attracted to them?
No, but
I would be attracted to them if they're wearing a sweatshirt and sweatpants. If they're just that good looking.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's true and it's not, because they're like I said, some human beings are just good looking, you know?
Yeah.
And regardless of what they wear, they're going to stick out, but outfits matter. Outfits really matter, and they matter more when you get to high school. So if you think you're getting away with wearing just, I don't know, regular gym shorts and a hoodie every day, it might work for you, but I would say it probably won't for the rest of the
if you care, that's if you care about like how you dress. Some people don't, and that's fine.
Yeah, and I'm not saying you have to care, but I'm just gonna say honestly that most girls and most guys are gonna care about how their significant other or how someone that they're sexually attracted to is gonna dress.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm saying, does the outfit change that?
Not really.
Okay. So that's exactly what my point was, Ronnie.
I didn't understand your point. That's why I was trying to see what was going on.
Came back to our point.
Yeah.
But the point is the whole dress code thing. I'm not picking sides. I'm strictly in the middle. Girls can come to school with the most lavish things, and that can change the view on the whole school. That doesn't just affect us; it affects the school. And if I were the principal and girls came to school all like, for instance, like they came with crop tops and short shorts, that reflects me. That reflects back on me. It doesn't reflect
on you?
because it's my school. So if you can.
I think
it's a control. It's definitely a controlling aspect for Monty, like a controlling mindset. And I don't know.
I don't really like that. I don't like that take.
I don't
know if that's because like
I like that take, but it screams Monty. It does,
because especially now, like we go to school like 2,000, 3,000 people. It really doesn't. Like I don't know. Like maybe because we're more close in middle school, or someone dressed could reflect your soul. I don't like. I don't know everyone that goes. Like, I don't know.
I mean, you can. I would say, like, as far as what Monty was thinking, like, he was basically saying outfits can change the culture of a school. In high school, it's hard to change the culture of a high school. You have to be a specific person to be able to do something like that. So if you're a girl and you're gonna wear an outfit that's gonna change the entire culture of a high school, you got to be a pretty.
You must have like a blue check or something.
You got to be a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
So.
Coming here with short shorts.
With like a
and all
hoe. So you're saying like girls came dressed as sluts and hoes and you wouldn't care?
No, I'm saying like they came in with like shorts that are up here, up all the way up here. Then you're crossed up right there.
We've seen that.
Right, but that you can't tell me that's not a view on you. If you were the principals, that's a view on you.
That's true.
That's
that
a
is
view on you.
what he's saying.
So you can't say, "Wow, y'all just trying to offend girls." Well, that's a view on me.
But there should be like a healthy medium, like not short all the way up here.
Okay,
but
so
it's not fair that guys wear the same thing inside of school and outside of school.
Because
That's
guys have
evident.
nothing to reveal.
No, that's not even the point. It's not even about guys.
It's a fair point.
Normally, like, if someone is wearing, like, long shorts outside of school, they can wear that inside of school. But if a girl is wearing shorter shorts than they normally would, and then a shirt that maybe shows the bottom part of their stomach, like
their belly button.
Like their belly button, for example, why would that be different than a guy showing up to school not wearing the same thing?
What I will say is, and this is just a general statement about this, and it doesn't matter that much anymore, just because kind of like me and Diva said, the dress code is not as much of an active topic as it was 5 years ago. I think 5 years ago it was a big deal. Like, you check Instagram, people were protesting dress codes. But I do get what Amina's saying, but, you know, I think the way society is right now, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, girls and guys are different, you know, and that's just how it is. You could take that as a good thing or as a bad thing, but it's this. You could look at it the same way as like a guy can go shirtless and a girl can't go shirtless. It's not the same, you know.
Yeah.
A guy doesn't have to wear anything up on top when he goes to the beach, and a girl does. It's just different, you know. Yeah. And whether you like it, whether you don't like it, that's just the honest truth. So I do get what Mina's saying, but you know, there is a difference, and as a school, which is gonna, you know, go along with most societal norms, it's normal for them to think that way.
Yeah.
I think we perfectly agree on that.
Yeah, so
I'm going to hit you guys with a final question, Armani. If you could change one thing about the dress code, what would you change?
You want me to be honest?
Has to be appropriate.
Yeah,
Okay.
Appropriate.
I would change the whole 2-finger thing.
The 2-finger strap.
Cause like, yeah, I would change the
two-finger
little top
I think
thingy.
it's 3-finger, but
It's 2.
It's 2.
And I feel like that's like, you can't do that because some guys, like at the last day of school last year, I came in with a t-shirt on.
Too.
And I almost got dress code. I was like, hold on.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to come to school, make sure the school looks good. We're taking pictures. Like, I want to make sure I look good.
And show the summer bod. We worked all.
I worked all summer for it. I mean, I'm trying to put in work. You can't tell me, Mr. Lawrence, you come here, you've been working out, putting in gains. You telling me you don't want to wear a t-shirt like, yeah, I've been working.
Exactly.
Let's go.
That's what the months.
I think that was a good take. I think, you know, a lot of people. I wear white.
I think that was the most full circle moment for Monty in the thing. It was probably the most fair full circle moment he had.
I wear, like, you know, the thing. You know,
I think they did get rid of that. I mean, I've seen girls show up with tube tops to school.
Yeah.
So I think the 3-finger rule is gone.
It's gone.
Or the 2-finger rule, sorry.
I don't know if it's still here.
I think that was a valid take for Monty. For all that it's worth. I think that was personally, that was probably, in my opinion, if I can remember correctly, that was probably one of the most, in my opinion, one of the most goofiest things about the dress code. The whole 2-finger thing was a little goofy.
Yeah.
For me, that's what we're doing. So yeah. Any final conclusions, final thoughts?
I wouldn't change one specific thing, but I would just like, because like the school in general, like the rules are like so old. Like we talked about in class, like everything, like literally nothing has changed besides like dress codes and like the buildings itself. But, like the whole idea of school like hasn't changed at all. I think like every few years they really have to look at like the rules. Like I get like no provocative language on like your shirts and stuff, but they should just really look at what is appropriate and like what's a little bit like not over the line, but like overboard. Like wow, that's like way too much.
Okay.
Thank you guys. All right.
Before we close this up and listen to kind of how we finish this one off, I just want to say that was, in my opinion, a great take by Amina. I think what she kind of said and her message as a whole was very, very good, and which is that the world is evolving.
Yeah.
What is seen as edgy and maybe a little provocative 5 years ago may not be the same. So I think the idea of reevaluating is a great idea, and I think that's something that you could take beyond just obviously a dress code, just in life, you know. New things are gonna come about. Certain things are gonna be viewed different ways depending on the time period. So just be comfortable to change. Be comfortable to looking and adjusting and, you know, adapting along with the rest of the world.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for sharing.
Both of you guys.
All right. Yeah.
Maybe pray or like.
All right, I think that would be all.
I think I'm pretty sure it's Thomas.
That's it for this week. Thanks to Amina and Armani for giving their thoughts as things got heated in the discussion on what roles gender and social media both play as influences on our health. It was interesting to hear how today's teenagers process what they see and know on media in regards to gender differences and how that also impacts things like school dress codes and other more personal behavior. Luke and Tadiwa have already proven to be great choices to host this podcast, as they are willing to take on tough topics with some good questions for debate and reflection. Please feel free to drop us a line. Tell us what you thought. If you have any topics for us to take on in future podcasts. And of course, if you like what you heard, please share away on all social media. Until next time, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah,
That was good.
that was a good one. To conclude, I feel like overall, genders, you know, of course there's going to be a difference in gender in social media. I think the gap grows as we get older, sadly. But I think it might come back in, you know, we're still 18, you know, there's not much to learn.
Yeah, I would say probably my biggest takeaway from this, just in general, is just growth. I don't necessarily think that me and Tadiwa are much different than we were here. You know, things that we kind of roll with the same people. I mean, me and Tadiwa are still very good friends. Tadiwa's probably my best friend, at least one of my best friends. The same thing with Armani. Armani's would probably be the other person that I would consider my best friend. So it's not like we changed a lot, you know. Yeah. We're kind of still the same people, but like I said, kind of throughout this reaction, just adaptation and growth. Growth is a real thing. Yeah. Not necessarily always change, but growth and adaptation to growing old and, you know.
Just what's around you, like certain like situations, you know. I feel like I really forgot like how strict that dress code was, like
I did too.
The shorts and like the tank top, that's like what you see every single person wearing. So like to think back to like there was a time where like none of that was really allowed. It's kind of like it's crazy to me.
Yeah,
so
it's definitely crazy, and man, it's great to be back. It was great to sit here and talk in front of the mic with Tadiwa again. I obviously get to talk to him a lot, but in front of a mic is not always the usual.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get another chance to talk to you guys before we graduate, before we get our cap and gown.
Yeah.
But it was great to be back. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I guess that's all until next time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.